So I have somebody leaving a comment on, I think it was my last video, the old style sharp finger, the last old style sharp finger, a video or two ago. And his comment was, yeah, I know I look like crap, but I'm letting my beard grow out until I decide how much of it I want to leave on my face. I got this big turkey neck thing working, and I think I want to grow my beard down a little more to disguise my... That's gross. So I got somebody who left a comment saying that I don't know why they would leave a comment instead of emailing me. Anyway, they said their knife broke. And of all places, it broke at the handle. So my first reply to him was, I offer a 100% money-back warranty. Send me the knife, and I will pay the shipping and refund your money. And then I got to thinking about it. I bought this knife in 2017. Who would wait 5 years to tell me that their knife broke? So that's what I wrote, that I've been thinking about this. Why would you wait 5 years to tell me that your knife broke and then leave it in a comment, not my email, or text me? And anyway, I'm a little suspicious that maybe this has happened before. And when I immediately offer to refund their money in exchange for the knife, or build them a new knife. But I just want the broken knife back, which makes perfect sense. I mean, you don't go to Walmart and say, the computer I bought broke, so give me a new one. You got to bring the old broken one back, and they will, if it's close enough to their warranty. Anyway, you know what I mean. Otherwise, if you'd go into Walmart every day and say, yeah, this broke or that broke, pending. Oh, okay. There's some money. My bank is telling me that some money transferred. So, I said I'd love a picture, and I gave him my email. No picture. So then he left another comment saying that he put tape on the handle, which is why he waited 5 years, because he never thinks about it now. He thought about it today. So I want to reiterate my warranty. This is a hobby. It's not a business. I make knives because it's fun and enjoyable, and I have to sell my knives in order to replace the steel and the wood and the sanding belts and keep the electricity on in the shop. So otherwise, I'd give my knives away. I like making them, and I would love to be able to give them away. So since this is just a hobby, I'm not ever going to be a 30-day warranty kind of person. If you 5 years down the road break your knife, I'll either build you a new knife or I'll give you your money back. But I want the knife or a picture. That just makes sense. So that's where we are. I just thought I'd put this video up to let you know that I am 100% capable of making mistakes, and maybe I didn't heat treat it right, or maybe the handle did break. I don't know. I'm not calling him a liar, but I'm saying that it's very suspicious that you would wait 5 years to tell me about it and then tell me about it in a comment in one of my videos about selling knives instead of my email or my phone, which everybody has my phone number by now. And it's a little suspicious that he won't send me a picture of this broken knife. So there you go. So I just wanted to talk another second about that broken knife. A few years ago, I made a neck knife for a guy, and a couple of months later, maybe it was a little longer than that, maybe it was about 6 months later, he left a comment on a video saying that I didn't harden the knife or something like that. It wouldn't hold an edge, and he's bought, high dollar sharpening systems just for that knife to put an edge on it. And maybe that was all true, but I said, man, I will give you your money back, all of it, including shipping. Just mail me the knife back and I'll refund your money. And he wouldn't do that. And then he started saying that I said all my knives are 58. Hold on. This is a Rockwell hardness file. And if my knives that I heat treat don't pass the hardness test, I reheat them, retreat them, retemper them, or I don't send them out. And so far, I've only had one or two in all the years that I couldn't get to be a 58 Rockwell hardness. So it wouldn't have left this shop if it wasn't hardened, because it's just too easy to do. It's right there. I mean, I do it before I go on to other steps. So it was highly unlikely that it wasn't a hardened blade. So then he starts, instead of complaining about the knife not being hardened, he starts complaining about the Kydex sheath being too big. That's supposed to be concealable. Well, you know, neck knives aren't designed so they'll be concealed. It's not a weapon. It's something that you have handy all the time around your neck, and it's mostly for campers and bushcrafters and people who don't want to carry a knife on their belt or in their pocket. So concealability is not one of the things in your mind when you're making a neck knife, although it may have been big this way, because as time has gone by, I've gotten better and better and better at making my sheaths a little smaller. So maybe it was a little big. I didn't mean to spit on you. But concealable is flat-wise. I mean, you can't make it any thinner than the knife handle. So no matter how narrow I've been able to get my sheaths down to, I can't make them any thinner because of the knife handle. So that didn't fly. So I continued to offer him his money back, and then when he kept complaining, I said, look, I'm just going to send you your money back. You can keep the knife, throw it away, you know, do whatever you want with it. He didn't want that. So now you got to understand, there's something wrong with this guy. Well, I've got another guy, won't send me a picture of his broken knife. It broke 5 years ago, shortly after getting it. Won't send me a picture of his broken knife. And I'm thinking, you know, I've been using stabilized wood for a very, very long time. Only a couple of my knives go out that aren't stabilized wood, and there's only a couple types of wood that I would send out that don't have stabilized handles, and that's wenge. Actually, there's another wood that I can't remember the name of it, but I got it in my drawer. Super hard wood. It can't be stabilized. I mean, it won't absorb anything. They're so hard. Desert ironwood is one of them. And wenge wood. I sent one out the other day. Hard as a rock wood. Hard to cut. Hard to sand. Just like desert ironwood. And polishes up beautiful because it's such a hard wood. So it wouldn't break. So I've been sending out stabilized wood or extremely hard wood all these years. And even my own walnut is stabilized. I sent it out, had it stabilized. So I doubt the handle could have possibly broken. I would believe that the knife broke, and the weak link of any knife is between the ricasso and the end of the handle. This area right here is the weak link. On the sharp fingers now, the tip would be the weak link. And that's not what he had. I haven't made these sharp fingers, but just maybe not even a year, actually, a half a year, 8 months. So the fact that he won't send me a picture, and he's very vague about he won't tell me what knife it is. And then when I said, you know, it's kind of strange, you waited 5 years to tell me your knife broke, 5 years, instead of immediately saying, hey, this knife that I spent X amount of dollars on is broken. And where do these people, I mean, what makes them tick? What pleasure do they get out of that? I think they get pleasure from putting something like that in a comment instead of emailing me. My email address is on my YouTube channel. My website is on my YouTube channel. You can contact me through my website, contact me through my email. And most everybody who's bought a knife from me, I've communicated with over the texting, sending pictures through text. Not everybody, but most people. Because I want to be sure, before I put it in a box and mail it to you, I want to be sure that you're happy with it. And then I don't transfer the money off my PayPal until I hear from you that you've opened it, you're happy with it, it arrived in one piece. And when you're not likely to want a refund, I transfer the money. So highly suspicious, and now I'm left wondering what does it do for these people? I just don't get it. And if you really bought a knife from me and it broke immediately 5 years ago, what a weird thing to do, to wait 5 years and then leave it in a comment, just like that guy with the neck knife. Instead of immediately telling me through the same channel that we communicated on, email, that he wasn't happy with the knife, he waited half a year and then left it in a comment. And then when I offered him his money back, he didn't want his money back. And then he created a YouTube channel devoted to me. That whole situation was, I never encountered a person like that. And that's just loony. And you think about it, did they raise kids? Poor kids. Were they married? That poor woman. Did they work with people? All the poor people that had to work for somebody that was that loony. And now I got this guy. And I'm not still ruling out that perhaps he did buy a knife and perhaps he broke, or something broke. And I'm willing to give him his money back still if he'll send me a picture of the broken knife and send the knife back. I will pay shipping, I will make him a new knife, or I'll refund his money. I mean, how much more reasonable can you get than that? And I think it's very unreasonable to wait 5 years after something broke and not contact me but leave a comment on a video. And I think there's a reason people would do that, because they don't have a knife and they don't want their money back. They want to leave a comment disparaging my hard work that I love. I love making knives, and it makes me happy. I'm sitting out here looking at deer and fox and cows, watching my dogs play in the yard, and this is just a very happy thing for me. I work very, very hard my entire life, and I deserve this little bit of happiness that I have until I'm dead. And based on the things that have happened to me, the things I did to myself, I don't think I'm going to live a long life. I've shaved a lot of years off my life, so I'm thinking maybe 10 more years. Maybe I get 10 years, and I deserve sunshine and happiness till I'm dead, because I have worked my freaking ass off. And there's always them people that want to come piss on your freaking parade. Not always. I've only had a couple that were like this, and still, the jury's out on this guy. It was just this morning. Actually, it was 9, 10, 11 hours ago. He left a comment on the video. I think the title of the video is "The Last of the Old Style Shark Fingers" or something like that. Maybe he's at work and he can't send me a picture of the broken knife. Who knows? Might be true. I hope it's true, because I don't want to believe that somebody would actually do this and get a pleasure from disparaging somebody's pride and joy, which is what these knives are. When I send a knife out, I have poured my heart into it, and I have loved every second of making it. And I guess that's why it bothers me so much. And that's why I have such a liberal return policy. That you only got to do 2 things. Send it back, and let me refund your money. How hard is that? All right, let me get to sanding.